Nutrition. So let's talk about nutrition. Probably the most important part with movement, that is. But with the nutrition on the primal lifestyle, the primal methods, basically we're bringing you back to how we were supposed to eat and not how the food industry has essentially made us eat in the last 20, 30 years or so. So the bottom line is we're going back to nature. We're going to be bringing you back to focus on real foods, natural foods, and avoid basically anything that's processed and sugary. Sugar is a killer. Sugar is more harmful and more addictive than cocaine and heroin, for an example, so think about that. What we're doing here is emphasizing how our primal ancestors ate, how they were made to eat, essentially to survive, and how they survived the harsh days back then through the selection pressure that they had, the weather, the dangers, the animals, and so on. So, we were made to eat meat. There is a food chain. Us humans didn't make that, Things have happened, of course, it's not great today, the way things are going on. The conventional production, the factory production of meats is terrible. So, again, we have to eat healthy meat that's been sourced from the farm. We want to have chicken, beef, and pork, for example, that comes from sustainable farms where they have not been fed any antibiotics, growth hormones, or anything else that will harm their meat, basically, and also that they've had a good life. That these animals have been looked after and have been happy animals and not just stuck in a cage somewhere stuffed full of chemicals. Because again, if you're consuming the conventional meat, you're eating the chemicals, which is going to probably at some point, or could, lead to some form of cancer. So very important, great sourcing of meats, vegetables as well. Very important that it's organic because everything else is sprayed, containing pesticides, and of course that again can cause cancer in the bloodstream and other places. And also then eggs, avocados, and we'll talk about that more in detail. But that's the bottom line of the food, the nutrition part, and then of course how you're going to kind of spin out of the current carbohydrate, sugar burning diet that you're in and into the real healthy fat burning ketogenic metabolism. And that's great because basically then you just got so much power and energy once you get there. And some people think, oh my god, how am I gonna handle it without eating pasta, rice, bread, and all that stuff, and all the chocolates and whatever, a nice lovely croissant in the morning or cereal that you're used to. Unfortunately, there's lots of supplements, by the way. There's lots of replacements for all that stuff too. There's pizza-based replacement, there's bread replacements. We can, instead of peanut butter, we can eat cashew butter, for an example, because it's much lower in carbohydrate. But I'll get into all that detail as the program goes on. But again, it's not a problem. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, a bit of discipline, but we'll taper you off. We'll taper you off the carbohydrate, sugar. First week, just cut it down to 50%. Second week, we'll cut it down, hopefully completely, and then you'll transition into the fat burning, and you'll love it. Let's go and do it.